Dream a little dream of me. Welcome kindreds, it's Jessica TheStoryWitch and I have got an unboxing video for you today. I have not done one of these for over a year because it was a depth year for me in 2019, and even though I'm continuing to use the kind of concept of death into death too, but depth into 2020, I am going to be still allowing myself to receive things and creating kind of space to receive also in this year. So it's kind of depth informed, but not depth as in low buy, no buy for me this year, although I'm still finding my way with that. This is a Goddess Provisions box. It's quite small. I was surprised when it arrived. It is quite teeny, but they actually contacted me last year, I think like early last year, sort of February, March last year, and asked me if I would like to receive a box. And I said, no, thank you, even though that seems a bit bonkers because I was on my depth year and I didn't want to be bringing new things in. And also I didn't want to be sharing things on my channel because I know lots of other people are doing depth years and things like that. So I said no, and I explained, and she said, well, would you like me to contact you next year? And I said, yeah, that's cool. It's a US-based company. I believe they're in Arizona. The shipping is free in the US. I think the box value, the value of the box is supposed to be between $80 and $100 each time. I think the cost of the box is $35. I'll have to check that. I'll put all the links and everything down in the description, obviously. But it's free shipping to the US, which is pretty cool. But it's $15, I think, to Canada, and then rest of world shipping was quite expensive. So this is probably more of a box for you if you are based in the US, because it would make it much more kind of cost effective. So yeah, it was quite tiny when it arrived, which I was surprised at. I guess it probably varies from month to month. It says, awaken your inner goddess. It's quite a cute little box, and that's their logo, the Goddess Provisions logo. I've snipped the sellotape ready so that I can open it, but I haven't unpacked it yet, so I don't know what's inside. Oh my gosh, I'm kicking everything over. I still haven't got used to this new room for filming in yet. Hopefully it's a bit less echoey than the last one that I did. So here we are. It's a cute little box, and obviously they're quite they've obviously had these boxes printed and made for them, so that is a nice touch, and it means they're obviously a little bit more of a slightly more established company than some of the boxes. And I will say this box is more kind of self-care based rather than a witch supplies. It's not a witch box as such, you know, although it does have some crossover with things like crystals and stuff like that in here sometimes. I think also herbs sometimes as well. On their website they've got a good list of sort of previous boxes and things like that. So let's have a look what is in this month's box. I've got a rose quartz gua sha, which is a facial massage tool. It's funny actually because I had been looking at these a couple of years ago now and seeing what people using them to do facial massage. So let's have a look. So it's rose quartz. It feels really lovely. This gua sha is made from rose quartz, which has a gentle pink essence and is known as the stone of unconditional love. And the idea is that you can use it in specific ways on your face to kind of stimulate blood flow, and people sort of believe by using the crystals as well, then that helps, you know, you have the properties of the crystal as well as just the properties of the massage itself. So that is very nice. They are quite expensive to buy sometimes, so that would be quite a valuable item, and it is something I do like myself, a little beauty ritual, so that is something that I will definitely use. So that will be fun to have a try out. I'll have to watch some YouTube videos on how to do the massage because I know there's like a specific way you're supposed to do it. What else have we got? We've got Sahara Rose Divine Beauty Serum. So you can see it's kind of like more self-care-y in vibe rather than like witchy kind of ritual supplies and things like that, most definitely. How to use: apply Sahara Rose Divine Serum to heal, moisturize and soften. So I'm guessing the idea is you kind of would pair this with the gua sha massage tool to use them together. It's got some nice oils in there actually as well. With lipid replenishing prickly pear oil. I can't speak today. Let's have a little smell of this. Because, you know, that's the most important thing when you are sampling stuff. I did look into the kind of ethics and stuff, and it doesn't doesn't smell that strongly actually. It is, yeah, you've got that kind of bit of rose. It smells more, almost a little bit lavendery. Oh yeah, there is lavender in there as well. And pomegranate seed oil. There's a lot of ingredients in that actually, so it'd be interesting to try it out and see. I suppose you want something fairly thin-ish, I guess, to be able to do the massage with the stone. The ethics, that's what I was going to say. The packaging is all recycled and recyclable. And for every box they sell, they've got a partnership with trees.org as well. So a tree gets planted for every box that they sell. So that's kind of cool from that point of view. There is no information on their website, and I haven't dug any further about the crystals. They quite often include crystals in their boxes, and I don't know the source of their crystals. So that would be something that if you were concerned about that, you might want to speak to them about that specifically as well. So what else have we got in here? A self-care reflection journal. This is really pretty. It feels really lovely. Oh, and they're also all, because that could feel a bit like leather, which I was like, oh my gosh, is it? But I remember reading as well that it's all vegan and all cruelty free as well. So it obviously is not leather, it's faux leather. A mandala journey. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's got stuff printed in it. So like record, reflect, things that were hard or stressful today, things that were fun or relaxing today. I hope that it's showing up all right on the camera. Kind things I did for myself. Okay, so that's quite sweet actually. I don't think I would necessarily use this myself because I tend to put all those things in my bullet journal, but I might keep this and actually re-gift that on to somebody who would be more likely to use it, because that would be a really lovely little gift as well, wouldn't it? I do that quite often as well. When I was subscribing to boxes and things before, the things that just didn't really speak to me, because you know that's one of the criticisms of boxes like this as well. Sometimes they can be wasteful because there's stuff in them that you don't necessarily use. But like I say, I always would re-gift on, or you know, there's always people you think, oh, I know who would like that. So yeah, I find that from that point of view, I'm never going to be throwing anything away for sure. But there's a little, oh my god, my daughter's got friends around. This is utter chaos here at the moment. There's a little stone, and I think it's, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to see if they've got it in the thing. Yeah, not quite sure. There's a couple that it could be. Let's have a look what it says. So a rose quartz gua sha. Oh, this says there's tea, but oh, maybe I don't think there was tea. Sahara Rose Divine Beauty Serum, Insight Edition Self-Care Journal. This is a gem pouch. Oh, it's a pink opal. Okay. So known as a heart chakra stone, this gem fosters a sense of emotional balance and a calm, centered focus. Hold it as you recite the monthly mantra to awaken inner peace and self-love. So like I say, this is much more like kind of new agey as a box. They've got like a monthly mantra in there. It is kind of like obviously crossing over different traditions and things like that. There's a digital bonus, which I think they do every month as well, which you can download stuff online as well, which is quite nice if you know, you get even more kind of money's worth out of that. Let's open this little gem pouch. So I'm a little bit sad that I haven't got the tea, because I do like a masala chai. Unless it's, I don't think it would be inside here though, that would be really weird, wouldn't it? So yeah, a little gem pouch, although to be honest, I think I'd probably use it, well, it'd be handy for keeping all the bits and bobs in, wouldn't it? Yeah, so that's really weird. There should have been blue lotus chai traditional masala and blue lotus chai traditional masala chai in there, which is a shame because that would have been very nice. I think there is always tea in the boxes, apart from obviously when there isn't. So that is my Goddess Provisions box. I feel a little bit disappointed now, but you know, lots of lovely things in there. Let's see how much it says this, because it says how much value these things are supposed to be. So the gua sha rose quartz, although you can obviously pick them up much more cheaply if you buy them like from China and stuff, but then you know, you don't know whether they're definitely going to be rose quartz and things like that then, or where it's been sourced from. So they think this is $33, they're saying. The serum is supposed to be $25 value. the self-care journal $10, the gem pouch $25, and the pink opal $5. And then you can get the Manifest Miracles book, which you can download, which is $12 as well. So yeah, that is the oh yeah, there you go. It tells you about the things on there. They also have like a refer friend program. So if you refer like 5 friends, I think you get a free box, things like that. They've given me a code, which is like an ambassador code for them, which I will include in the description. But the code doesn't actually give you guys any money off. So if you buy it, it doesn't give you any money off. All it does, I think, if like a certain number of people buy them through my code, I get some money. So it's like no value to you guys at all. So I will include it in case you're interested in buying it and you want to, you know, buy me a cuppa or something. But yeah, it's not going to give you any money off, unfortunately. I think it is lovely, and I think it's nice as a kind of self-care package. But as far as like a kind of witchy box, it's obviously not that. So it depends very much on what you're looking for. There have definitely been times in my life where receiving something like this would have been a really well timed pick me up. You know, sometimes you just think a little bit of something that encourages you, like this. Now I will look into this and I will do this, whereas it's very easy, especially with things like self-care, to kind of put them on the back burner. So I think having something like this can kind of prompt you to definitely with me, I'm like, oh okay, I'll try that now, because I've been given that little kind of prompt. Whereas if it's like, yeah, I'll look at that sometime otherwise. But yeah, I'm a little bit sad about my tea. I might go and have a cup of something else now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the box. Let me know what you think. Warmest blessings, and I will see you very soon.